In November 2016, in Limbe, Cameroon, veteran players in Cameroon, and some of them from abroad, were honored for their contribution in the development of the game in Africa. One of those players honored that night was Nwosu of Nigeria. He is of the 1980 African Nations Cup fame, 1984 in Abidjan African Nations Cup, and 1988 in the African Nations Cup in Morocco. Nwosu was honored for his contribution towards the development of football in Nigeria from grassroots level to the highest level. Of course, he was also honored for having taken football out of Nigeria to other parts of Africa, to the Ivory Coast and to Cameroon, where he played for Racing Football Club of Bafoussam, Cameroon.
Please, a standing ovation for Nwosu. The trophy to Nwosu will be handed over to him by the Nigerian Consul General, Mboya, His Excellency Dan Wari Mwasi. Please welcome His Excellency to the stage. His Excellency Dan Wari Mwazim will hand over his trophy.
That night in Limbe, where veteran players were honored, Kofi Abbrey, the legendary Ghanaian midfielder, had his own share of the cake. Kofi Abbrey, known for his mesmerizing dribbles, Kofi Abbrey, known for his attacking skills, played for Tonnerre Football Club of Yaoundé, Cameroon.
Very smart player from Ghana, Kofi Abbrey. And Kofi Abbrey played for Tonnerre of Yaoundé. Kofi Abbrey. And Kofi Abbrey, the trophy will be handed by the chairman of the Natural Gas Committee of the Federal House of Representatives in Nigeria. And he is Honorable Agbedi Frederick. He is the chairman of the Natural Gas Committee, the House of Representatives in Nigeria. Please, a standing ovation for him.
That night, still in Limbe, legendary African football player Roger Milla was honored for having taken football to a height, taking African football to the highest of heights at the 1990 World Cup, and giving Africa, through his performances, 5 places instead of 2 at the World Cup competition. Milla was honored for all of these achievements that night. And of course, his distinction was given to him by a high-class personality from Nigeria, a monarch from Nigeria, the king of Opume Kingdom in Bayelsa State, His Royal Highness Johnny Turner. He came with his delegation, and his delegation was there to helm him and give the occasion the color it deserved.
His Royal Highness King Johnny Turner. Mexico. Yes.
That night, is Cameroonian sports reporter Zachary Nkwo. He was there. He did a lot of the presentation, and of course, honors through his hands were given to legendary footballer, goalkeeper for Olympique Marseille, goalkeeper for Bordeaux, goalkeeper for Cameroon, Joseph Antoine Bell. There was also Victor Deep Akem, popular defender for the Indomitable Lions, who was honored too that night and presented by Zachary Nkwo. Deep Akem, popular for the African Nations Cup in 1986 in Egypt and the 1990 World Cup in Italy. Eugene Ekule was also honored that night. Zachary Nkwo will do the presentation.
The next laureate is a one-time professional footballer, a one-time player for Union Sportive of Douala. Those who can remember history of football in this country, 1984, at the semi-final of the African Nations Football Tournament in the Ivory Coast. At the semi-final, he scored the goal which bundled out Algeria from the court race. At the final in 1984, in the Felix Houphouët-Boigny Stadium in Abidjan, Sunday, the 18th of March 1984, he stood between the posts for the Republic of Cameroon. Ladies and gentlemen, he also played professional football in Marseille, France, and Arab contractors in Cairo, Egypt. Ladies and gentlemen, his name, Bell Joseph Antoine.
Wow. Elegant. Smiles. Bell is not getting too old anyway. Ladies and gentlemen.
The next laureate, ladies and gentlemen, Deep Akem Victor, Mr.
Deep Akem coming up with what he did against Maradona in the 90s. Uncle Zach?
Deep Hakem Victor. He also played for Kamakok Kumba Canon Sportif of Yaoundé. Next laureate is one of the footballers who took the aspirations of Cameroon to the then national stadium in Nigeria, Surulere, in the year 1981, playing for Union Sportive of Douala. It was 0-0 first leg tie in Douala. And then during the return match, in the heat of Surulere Stadium, Union Douala captured the last Continental Clubs trophy for Cameroon. Union Douala beat Stationery Stores of Nigeria by 2-0. They were both headers from the gentleman who is going to be here now, Ekule Eugene.
Wow.